Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. The scenario is Dockside Dogs. It's an homage to one of the great film directors, Quentin Tarantino, and it's highly reflective of one of his best films that you should all know the title of. Dockside Dogs was written by Paul Fricker, and it's available from Drive-Thru RPG. All of the proceeds made from the sale of this scenario go towards cancer research, courtesy of the Relay for Life UK charity. I'm the GM, and this is version 5. It's also a one-shot. So, brace yourselves for some gratuitous violence and strong language. The players are ready. Let's begin our journey into the darkness. Picture, if you will, a monotonous line of industrial warehouses along a deserted dockside facing a small bay. You're on the outskirts of the big city. A concrete pier juts out about 100 feet, but there is no boat docked there today. The gulls scream at each other in the heat of the afternoon, and far across the bay, the opposite shore can be seen barely through a brown line of haze. The sound of rubber tires displacing bits of asphalt and gravel can be heard, steadily growing in volume as two vehicles, a dusty black Chrysler Plymouth and an unmarked white van, roll up to the closest warehouse facing the dock, number 17. That's it there, number 17. We need to park inside. Park the cars, I'll go open the door.
Okay.
So Mr. Gray gets out of the van, runs up, pulls the keys out of his thing, unlocks the door, opens it, and goes inside. And after a couple of seconds, you see the metal door start winching its way up. And then you guys can pull inside. That's the inside of the warehouse. And as you pull in and park the cars, you can see there's a bathroom, there's an office, what looks like a kitchen. There's a table with what looks like chip bags and stuff on the top of it. There's looks like an arcade machine, and then there's the back of the warehouse where there's a bunch of stuff stored.
Okay.
So you pull in and park the cars, and Mr. Gray closes the thing. What would you like to do?
I basically open my door after putting my keys back in my pocket, sort of stalk out, slam it shut, and then stalk over to the van and sort of pound on the driver's side window. Who's driving?
Me.
Boom, boom, boom.
I turned on the window. Yes.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? We're here. We did it.
Yeah, we're here. But you all know that job was fucked. Get out, we gotta talk.
Okay. I'm getting out.
Mr. Beige.
Get out of the car as well pretty quickly.
All right.
So as you tune it out, what you see, I'm pretty tall, older, probably early 50s, you would think, graying hair, face like a hatchet, sort of bisected with a pretty bad looking scar, possibly from a knife or something. I've got a pack of cigarettes up my sleeve, my fingers are stained with tobacco, and I've got a pretty chunky gold chain on.
Silver, what's your problem?
My problem? We were made, you
Fuck you,
asshole!
you're normally cool. Behave like a professional.
Professional? Someone here knows something got fucked. Y'all, we all know it.
So what are you guys going to do? You going to look around?
So what would you want to do now? Start screaming and shooting and shouting?
Screaming. I don't know whatever you mean. Anyway, at this point, we just wait for the others and we'll go from there. But as is,
Where are they? They should be back by now, shouldn't they?
you'd think, but like
Well,
I said, I'm pretty sure we got made.
You did hear gunfire. So
That's not a good sign.
the police.
Did anybody see what happened there?
No.
We were already.
I mean, there were those fucking cops. I know what you mean, Silver. And you know I respect you.
Of course.
Now, to give you kind of a description of the inside, there is a gangway, one story up, and there's a number of stairs that can get up to it. There are no windows on this level, so you can't get into or see out of the warehouse unless you go up on the gangway and look out the windows. I'm just saying that so that you can't. There's no peeky hole or anything like that to look out the door.
You know what?
Steel doors.
Beige, you go up on the walkway and take a look out. I'm going to take a leak.
Yeah, I'll bring. I think I have a handgun with me. Pretty sure like a 38.
Oh yeah.
And so I'll just take that and kind of post up, look through the windows, and kind of just sentry.
Okay.
On the walkway.
Be professional, he says.
Silver.
Who the hell does he think kept my mouth shut in prison for his ass?
Silver, you look over at the table. There, it looks like there's beer, soft drinks, chips, and things on the table. Purple, you said you're going to go take a leak.
Yeah.
All right. And Mr. Beige, you're climbing up onto the scaffold. It's the gangway, and listening. All right. So, Mr. Purple, you walk to the restroom and you open the door, and what you are greeted with is this.
Functional but unpleasant, I would say.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Do you go ahead and use it anyway?
Well, I'm not going to sit down.
Okay.
But I didn't intend anyhow, so yeah, sure.
All right. So you do your business, and I would like you to do a power roll.
Okay. So that's a 56 under, yeah, it's a regular pass.
A regular pass? All right.
Yeah.
So you come back out of the bathroom, and you can see Mr. Silver has crossed the room. He's over where the table is. And you can see Mr. Beige has climbed up onto the scaffolding. Mr. Silver, do a spot hidden for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fail.
All right. You're pissed. Yeah.
I move over to Silver.
Okay. You can also do a spot hidden then, so you walk over there.
What's hidden? 36. Oh, that's one short of a heart.
Oh, you don't need a heart.
Okay.
Just a pass. You look down, you're looking at what they've got, some Cheezos and stuff like that. And you notice there's a piece of paper on the table.
It's a note, says, stay put until midnight. Help yourself to food and beer. We'll send ferry to pick up you up. We'll take you to the boss.
They're kidding, right?
Deliver loot and get paid.
I shit you not, Beige. It's right there.
We can't stay here, Mr. Silver. This is we gotta go. We gotta be in like down the coast now.
I know. But
What time is it?
It's probably late morning.
I'm not fucking staying here all day.
And Mr. Beige, you can hear
hours.
a car approaching.
I'll look outside the
I
window,
pull out my
but
gun.
kind of like stealthily.
Right.
Step out cigarettes. Go for my pistols.
The car that's approaching is driving fast and erratic. And as soon as it gets to 17, it slams on the brakes, slides a little in the rough. You can see it's the blue car that Mr. Red and Mr. Green are in, and Mr. Black. They jump out. Well, one of them jumps out and slams the door and bangs on the metal door and says, "Let us in. One of us is injured." And now we're jumping back. We're going to jump back to the actual scene. All right. So what happens is this: Mr. Black has been pinned down by the cops, and he's on foot. Mr. Red and Mr. Green have managed to get into their car, and they see him pinned down. They swing their car around to kind of block the police so that Mr. Black can get into the car. I would like the three of you to play that out and argue about what went wrong. And then you're going to have to roll luck to see who got hit.
Get in, you son of a bitch.
God damn it. We are fucked.
What the hell is wrong with you?
How fucking stupid are you?
Hey,
Kid,
listen here.
we
fucking
do things
dick
for
nose.
a reason. I don't care who your papa is. We have a way of doing these things.
You're the fucking new guy.
I should have
New
never
guy?
fucking
I'm the
joined
new
this
guy.
group.
I've been around forever. What's wrong with you, boy?
All right, I'm jumping into the car. I'm firing, emptying the pistol as I go, and I say, "Floor it."
The
God
police
damn
are
it.
also firing their guns at the car. They're hitting the sides of the car.
Mhm.
Now roll that luck roll to see who's going to have the worst luck.
77.
38.
19 out of 60.
Oh, son of a... Go!
All right, so off you go. Green, do a 1d6 roll for your hit points.
If
All right,
brick for brains.
You take it in the, you're injured, but you're not incapacitated. But you're bleeding all over the back of the car. You race away. The police follow you, but you manage to lose them at some point, and you head for the warehouses, which is the rendezvous point. It's where you're supposed to go with the loot. And you pull up in front. You're going really fast. Mr. Black, you hop out and bang on the door, and they open up the metal thing so that you can pull the car inside. Once it's inside, the thing comes slamming down. And
Mr. Green's hit.
Green's
What the fuck happened there?
Green.
Two
What the fuck?
things. Two things I have to say. One, this is fucked up. We were set up. And two,
Duh.
Mr. Black fucked up, and we had to bail his ass out of here, and Green paid for it.
Wait,
How
wait,
the hell
Black
did they hit
fucked
him?
up.
He's like half
Before we
everyone's
argue,
height.
can someone please get me some fucking first aid?
Do we have a first aid
Thank
kit?
you.
Criminals don't usually walk around with first aid kits, but there
True,
might
where-
be
Well,
something in this big.
I'm
Yes, I
gonna
was
stop
thinking in the
bleeding. I'm gonna
warehouse,
try and
maybe.
stop the bleeding.
By the way, while you're doing that, I sort of give you a look up and down, Mr. Black, like, what the fuck? We told you wear a suit.
Hey, you couldn't handle me in a suit. I'm too good looking.
Uh-huh. Tell
Well,
that to
thank-
your mother.
We'll take your
Hey,
words for
say-
it, brick for
Say
brains.
what you will.
my
Say what you will about his
God.
passion statement, but his aim was pretty true, and I kind of give him a little nod in my head as I'm standing on the scaffolding. And
At
I
least
guess
someone
everybody-
has sense. Thanks, Beige.
So
Everybody else coming? Like we're
While they
outside.
do that, I root
you don't
around
see
for
any other
any
cars.
hard liquor, anything that could sort of take the edge off the shot.
I'll give you a cigarette, Mr. Green.
There's only beer. Beer and Cheetos and things.
I call down for them to toss me a beer up.
There is, however, a kitchen, or what looks like a kitchen. If you're likely to find a first aid, it might be something in there.
Isn't there supposed to be one in the trunk of a car?
A first aid kit? I don't know. I don't have a first aid kit in my trunk.
Okay.
Nope.
Can we roll?
I just
law
thought there might
in
be one
Germany.
in the warehouse.
Yeah.
I thought there might be one there, but if there's not,
Yeah, like in the office or something, there might be a.
Yeah, the office might have one.
Worst
Okay.
comes to it, we just need towels.
Oh,
All right.
or
I wouldn't
a lot.
advise to take any towels from the restroom.
Yeah,
That
not
bad?
from there. At least. Yeah.
Ugh, fuck.
Can I help out,
I'd
Mr.
rather
Green?
bleed.
Just stop the bleeding.
All right. Give me an idea of what you want to. Do you want to look for something, or do you want to get towels from the toilet
I think
paper
I'm gonna-
or
Going-
paper
I'm
towels?
gonna
going
cut my
into the
nice
kitchen.
tracksuit and try to stop the bleeding by wrapping it around him.
Oh, like a tourniquet or something.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is my fucking lucky tracksuit.
All right. So you go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do a first aid roll.
All right. I'm gonna spend 4 luck to make that a pass.
Okay. So you can reduce the hit point damage by 1. You're not going to bleed to death or anything like that. It's not something you'd probably want to get a doctor to clean up, but unless you got somebody who can do it themselves.
Yeah. I mean, we have people that do that, so yes.
Right. Oh, by the way, just so you all know, we're supposed to be here till midnight.
Wait, what?
Midnight.
Goes to grab note here, hands it to Red.
What the fuck? Midnight?
So
Are you
what we're
kidding me?
doing?
Wait.
Oh my god.
Who says we're staying here till midnight?
Well, what do you want to do?
Let me see that note. So I'm going to grab the note. Black, what's the meaning of this?
Does it look like the boss's handwriting or anyone I know?
I don't know.
What's the meaning of this? The note says to stay till midnight, and
Yeah, so
we stick with the plan. We're good.
did you know about this? Did Daddy tell you anything?
Well, but we didn't plan on having the cops on our asses.
Yeah, that was definitely.
And what
not
the
part of
fuck
plan.
happened back there?
We had to improvise.
Improvise to save
my
the kid's
ass.
ass.
I've never had a job go that bad.
Yeah.
What, so you think there's
How,
a rat?
how many gunshots did that need to involve? Could hear that downtown.
More
Needed
than
enough.
that was needed. Anyways, I'm not sure if any of you gentlemen have realized it, but we are set up, and I have been led to believe that we are compromised. So if we're to stay here till midnight, I'll be taking watch up on the scaffolding. Nobody, just leave me alone.
I don't even know if we should stay here, to be honest with you.
No,
we're
we're
gonna be
staying.
Mr.
This
Red, you're
place
going
is
to
pretty.
Oh, so we're staying.
Yep.
Interesting.
Mr. Red, you're going to climb up onto the scaffold also.
Yeah, I just want to watch out the windows, make sure my sniper rifle's in good
Wait,
condition.
bring the beer, Mr. Red.
I'll
Do we
bring
really
you
have
one.
Any other options? We either
Um,
stay here and hopefully get rescued, or we leave, try to deal with the cops on our own, and well, I have a feeling that's not going to go very well.
Come on,
Yeah,
Silver. You've
I mean-
been through this game, song and dance as much as I have. You know that staying here with the cops on our ass is not a good idea.
Oh, trust
it's
me,
not.
I know. But at this point, well, when everyone you know could possibly be a traitor, better to have them where he can see you.
Well, you ain't. You don't. So I'm definitely not that backstabbing rat because I took down a couple cops.
He's also too stupid to
Good
be a
shot, that.
backstabbing rat.
Yeah,
Shut up, Dick Nose.
Mr. Black really covered my ass during that heist. There was a couple of pigs almost had me, and no, if anybody here's clean, it's Mr. Black.
Which is the irony right there with the name.
Mr. Beige, Mr. Red, do a listen roll.
Nope.
I fail.
Both you fail.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you're standing up there, and at the moment it sounds like you're turning towards the people in the room. talking back and forth with them, occasionally glancing out the window to take a look. You suddenly feel a vibration, a rhythmic sort of boom, 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 like this. You don't notice it at first until it's quite close. Almost sounds like somebody running on the scaffold. And as you turn, there is a man in a football uniform that plows into the two of you and knocks you flat. Do a dex roll.
Jesus Christ!
You don't see it, Mr. Silver.
Oh, never mind.
If a hard pass makes any difference, I'll spend 1 luck.
Well, it just means you don't have to have a hard pass.
I fail.
You fail.
I fail hard.
Dex, you are going to get knocked off the railing and fall 15 feet to the ground.
Jeez.
Just do like a 1D,
Jesus Christ.
1d3.
All right, that you see, right?
What
Jesus
the
Christ!
hell?
By the time you recover,
Hey, what?
I take 1 point of damage as I fall off the
I
scaffold.
kind of dash over
What
and sort of
is
kneel down.
this
What
fucking...
I'm picking my gun out.
the fuck happened, kid?
I've got my gun out.
There's a football player up there. He threw me off.
there's
What?
nobody up there
That is...
A football.
except Mr. Red.
Ooh. Somebody
You push him off?
Okay.
You
Somebody
push him
tackled
off?
me off.
You push him off? You the rat?
Red!
Yeah, I'm pointing my gun
I'm
at
pointing
Red.
my gun at Red.
Red, careful what you say next.
And
What happened?
at this point, my guns are coming out.
What exactly did I see?
You put
Tom?
them away?
A football player running at me, and then, or was it just he's gone on the ground?
Red, beige. You shouldn't take drugs before a job. The time to do drugs
I didn't take any
after.
drugs. My back.
What fucking football
I'm still
player are
lying
you
here on the
talking
ground
about?
and nobody's
Do you
helped
see
me up.
any football players here?
Some kind of friends you are.
Kid,
Oh,
kid,
my
kid,
back.
Calm down, boy. Calm down.
take a breath. We don't have much, but grabs a beer. Here.
I walk over to Mr.
Start
Silver.
chugging it.
We gotta talk.
Yeah, I know. I go over with him. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, just let's go to one of the rooms.
Okay.
First room, kitchen.
Kitchen, yeah.
Kitchen? All right. So the two of you step into the kitchen. What do the rest of you do?
I still have my
Obviously,
gun pointed at
Let's
Mr.
secure
Red.
our van. Let's secure the merchandise first. I don't want that left in the van. Who knows what's going to happen?
I'll
That's
pick
true.
myself up off the floor, finish my beer, and then go check on the stuff.
So
My poor back.
the three of you are going to look at the van. Mr. Red, you're still up there. You got hit too, so you're kind of recovering. You just didn't get knocked off. Mr. Purple and Mr. Silver, you step into the kitchen. What do you want to talk about?
What is going on here? I'm honestly considering just leaving these fucking idiots alone here.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, I've been in this game a long time. And
I know.
This fucking job.
We definitely have a snitch.
We've got to.
And
Nothing
these
makes
guys
sense.
behave like fucking idiots.
That's being fucking kind.
Silver,
Go ahead.
as you're standing there talking to Purple, at first you hear what you think might be, a rat. There's some cooking equipment and stuff in here, like something rattling around. And then you hear what sounds like maybe a cat doing the and Mr. Purple, you don't hear anything at the moment. But then, Mr. Silver, the more you listen to that sound, it sounds like a baby.
What? Do you hear
What?
that?
Yeah,
As soon
what?
as she points it out to you, you do sort of you hear a sound. At first, like you think it sounds like a cat, but it also sounds like a baby.
Where's it coming
What?
from?
Sounds like
know.
it's coming from the back of the kitchen, like under one of the counters.
Please don't tell me they've put that there's a fucking kid in here. Ugh.
So, Mr. Silver, you're going to go check.
Yeah, because the fuck.
All right. Mr. Purple, while she's looking around, or what are you doing?
I'm a bit desperate, and I'm just standing there, holding my gun, looking
You're just watching.
at her back, at
Right.
his back.
So, Mr. Silver, you're the closer you get, the more you're convinced that this is where the sound is coming from. You move some pots and pans out of the way. You have to get down on your hands and knees to look, but when you look, it's like there is a cardboard box kind of jammed into the back and underneath on the lower shelf.
Fuck.
You reach in and you pull it out. Remember, people can't hear you, dude.
Right. Yeah,
Tell me what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, reaching
So-
in, pulling it
You
out.
pull it out, and you undo the lid, and there is an infant in diapers. Looks like it's maybe under a year old.
Jesus.
It's
What is it,
lying
Silva?
there.
Kid.
What?
It's a fucking kid.
I'm moving over.
Moving over. Mr. Purple, you take a couple steps towards it or towards them. Mr. Silver, you look down at the baby. Before Mr. Purple gets to you, the baby pulls out a 45 Magnum and shoots right into your face. Bang! Mr. Purple, you hear the bang, and of course in the kitchen it echoes. Everybody in the warehouse hears the bang. Mr. Silver flies backwards, lands on his back on the ground. Mr. Silver, you can roll for hit point damage of 1 to 3
Okay.
because you have no wound. And you can also roll for sanity.
Okay.
Mr. Purple, you also can roll for sanity.
Pass. 70.
19 pass.
All right.
And
If you pass, just take 1 point of sanity damage. Mr. Silver, you are shaken to the core. You thought you were just murdered. But there is no baby, and there is no bullet hole. But everybody in the place hears the gunshot go off. What do the rest of you do all of a sudden?
I told you guys I didn't do shit.
All
What
right.
the hell happened in
What
there?
was that? What are you firing for?
I'll check.
Did
I'll
they
check.
just lit at each other?
Silva, what was that?
Mr. Green,
What-
just
what
slow
is your-
down. You've been shot.
the kid. You heard it
I'm
right.
looking into the box.
There was no kid. There's no. That grabbed out, pulled out a fucking magnum and shot me.
Dude.
Where's the wound?
Keeper, does Silver have her guns, or do you have your guns out, or?
I
Silver's,
did, but
Silver's flat on her back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you put them away first, or are they lying on
I-
the floor next to you?
I put them away before we entered the kitchen.
Right.
So they're still on me unless they clattered out.
So I just go with the nozzle of my gun, tip the box over and look into it.
It's completely empty, a little dusty.
I sent you something?
Sit up.
You didn't have your guns in your hand.
No.
What was that shot?
I don't know. And you heard the crying too, right?
So what exactly did you
Yes,
see?
I heard something.
Okay. I come out there
Any
and
crying.
okay.
Get up. I'm helping you up.
Yeah, thanks. Fuck. I get out there and I'm like pacing a little bit. Something fuck just happened in there.
What's going on?
Was in the kitchen. Purple, back me up on this. We heard something crying. Sounded like a kid.
Yeah.
Under
We
the
did.
counter. I pull a box out from under one of the counters, and I swear to fucking God, there was a 1-year-old kid in there who then pulls out a magnum and shoots me in the fucking head.
No, you're shitting me. You're
A
shitting me.
1-year-old doesn't have the manual dexterity to pull a magnum.
So you're
Trust
seeing
me.
babies, and we've been seeing football players.
All I
I'm
heard
not
was
seeing
a
no
gunshot.
pigskins.
Oh, my back still hurts.
What
Ugh.
the hell
Think
is
what you
going
want,
on
Mr.
here?
Black, but I didn't do shit to beige.
Is it hallucin?
Okay.
A
Wait a
toxic
second.
agent, something? There's no
Well,
way.
so- all I know is
Don't
somebody
do that
somebody
shit,
pushed me
Green.
off.
Silver,
Somebody pushed me off the scaffolding. I didn't jump over
Okay,
the railing.
Beige, what did you eat or drink from that table?
I don't remember. What did we eat yesterday morning?
No. Did you?
I have not
Silver, you
eaten
tossed
or
him a
drank
beer, right?
anything. I did.
tossed-
I
you
have
were
not
there-
eaten or
I ate
drank
breakfast with you guys.
anything
I didn't eat anything different. What are you talking
since I've
about?
been in this place.
We all ate together
That
this
or
morning.
something
remember?
at the heights.
Red, did you drink anything from that table?
No, he asked for a beer. I said I brought him a beer. I didn't drink shit.
Yeah,
I drank a beer after I fell off the scaffold.
Right.
My back
that was what I
hurts.
gave you.
Well, I guess I drank too then.
Well, and you were all in different
I didn't drink
bars,
anything
because
either,
Red
so
was
that,
with
it's
us.
not.
I haven't had anything either.
Yeah, same.
I've just had my cigarettes.
I didn't have anything weird. All I know is I was standing on
Like, that's not normal.
scaffolding. I heard a noise
We
outside,
heard
and I
hearing
turned
and
and
seeing
I got-
things.
I just got like this full padded, football clad, just comes at me, throws me over the edge, and I just fall. And I don't
Did you
think it
guys
was
hear
red.
the shot?
Yeah, all of us heard it.
We heard the shot, yeah.
I heard the gunshot. Yeah.
I'm leaving and going to the office.
And none of my and I swear on my mother's fucking grave, my guns were in my holsters. I didn't have them out.
Do we smell gunpowder or anything in the room?
Nope.
I guess I'll go back with Mr. Green and Mr. Black to check on the loot, I guess, in the van. If
Yeah.
we're all done with that.
All right, let's keep moving the stuff.
When you guys move over there, you do see that Mr. Green has opened up the back of the van. Inside the van, there are 4 wooden crates. They're not huge, but they're kind of, unwieldy.
We should
Alright.
probably.
You guys give me a hand. I've only got the one.
Well, we
And,
should open them,
Yeah.
catalog it.
Well, we shouldn't open it here. Let's go. Let's pull it out and put it.
Well, how else can I know if any of you rats take from the pile?
Talking
Take
about
count.
boxes.
You keep bringing this up, kid. There's an old saying, methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Listen, Silver, I shot a bunch of cops.
And trust me, I'm not going to say no to popping a few caps in a pig. I do worse. You know that.
Okay, so you know I'm good for this. You know you can trust me.
All right. So what do we got here?
We have a crowbar.
You'd have to do a luck roll to see if there's a crowbar. There's probably something in one of the cars or vans that you could use to.
Who does the roll? Anyone?
I've got 45
That
Alright.
just for
if we're looking for
anybody?
lowest.
Well, I was just whoever said it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I failed that roll, so I'm like looking around. I can't find anything.
They look like
Oh.
they're nailed shut, so you should be able to get them open if you need to.
Okay. Because there's just
Um,
like 4 crates.
So we're
right?
checking the crates.
Might as well. But no crowbars.
Yeah,
They're nailed
we
shut.
can't
Do
can't
we know
open
what
it.
to expect in it? Does anyone have more details?
your
All I saw was
Ah,
get the loot.
that actually will bring us to another flashback from 2 weeks ago when this whole job is being set up. You were all sitting around a table inside of a small Italian restaurant, and Mr. White who is the guy who organized everything. He's there. And he says, all right, let's Jesus Christ, let's go over this again. Black, what's the password?
Password, rutabaga.
Very good, very good. At least he remembered. Nobody else seems to have. All right, do you understand what's at stake here? We are told to get the van and its contents and bring it to the warehouse and wait for instructions.
Simple enough.
If you guys get any, have any problems, you're to split up and end up back at the warehouse. Nobody knows where the fucking warehouse is.
Got it.
You got it, Mr.
Where is
White.
this coming from?
What's
You
that?
know I don't take these type of jobs unless it's you. I don't like not knowing. You know that.
Well, that's part of the whole thing. We don't know what our names are. We don't know anything. We keep our mouths shut. We don't ask questions, and we get paid. So better get that through your head. It's amazing that you've actually survived this long in this game without asking so many fucking questions.
My friend, I survive by making sure I know what I'm getting into.
Well, one, I ain't your friend. I'm your boss, and you'll do what you're told.
It's also a foot under everyone else.
All right, so I'm going to pay up. Everybody, put your tips on the table.
Yeah, here's my tip.
So he goes over and pays up, and we won't go through the
There you go.
obvious tip tip joke. So now we can flash back to you guys with the boxes.
Oh, it'll be good to finally know what the hell is in this bloody thing.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'd say we open them.
at this point, I want to know what the fuck is so valuable that they possibly set us up for it.
Finally see what Shorty took a bullet with for.
So you pull out the 4 boxes. They're not particular. It feels like probably the wood is the weight of what's inside might be fairly light. Box 1, 2, 3, and 4. And how did we figure out we were going to open them?
Well, they might be fragile, so we can't just smash them.
Right.
Well, you are going to have to deliver them tonight.
That's what I'm saying. Is it like, do we want to open them? Like, I feel like that's kind of like, oh, it's been opened almost.
I mean,
you know?
we're in a warehouse. We can look for a hammer.
True.
Get those nails out. I'm going to go
Luck
out near that fire exit and search around.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go back up on the scaffolding and do lookout. like I
Mr.
was
Black,
earlier.
as you walk past the table with the food on it, you can see over in the corner there is Ms. Pac-Man arcade, and there's a poster on the wall that you didn't notice before.
Would I know what language this is in?
Do ya?
Unflick Dort and Chakundin. That's gibberish to me.
Is that Italian?
It looks French. Wait, no, I don't know French. I don't know.
I wouldn't know if it's Italian.
Was that poster here before?
Yeah, probably. You're pretty sure it's French.
I failed that class.
Yeah,
Interesting.
don't ask me.
All right.
Anybody?
Oh, no. Actually, I might know.
Do you want to do a knowledge roll?
Yeah, I would. I actually have
All right.
language French. I failed French.
Okay. Well, what you can sort of get from it is something about a cop and something about killing him.
So we got to kill the cop. I mean, I
Oh,
already killed a
hey.
couple cops.
Sounds like they knew what was up.
Something
Hey.
new there.
Wait, who set up the location for this warehouse?
I go over to the
I guess the boss did.
yeah.
Mr. White.
Yeah.
With a motivational poster? Really?
I go over to the
Was that-
poster and like
Was that here before?
give it like a
Was this this arcade machine here?
Yeah,
was
it was
it-
your
Anyone
room
see
when we got
that?
there.
I didn't see that when we came in. So
It was-
I'm gonna
it was-
start.
I saw it.
I'm gonna
It was.
start playing it.
They're all going crazy. Cuckoo.
You got a quarter?
I've also been falling from the scaffold.
My credit rating is 25. Do I have a quarter?
I don't know.
It's
You
like
can do
80s.
a
Everyone
luck
has
roll. If you have a
quarters
luck, you
now.
can. Yeah. Mr. Black, you were going to go look for a hammer.
The
Yes,
80s,
that's right.
yeah.
To a
Everybody
luck
has a
roll.
quarter.
I do
Do a
have
spot
a
hidden?
quarter. I got a 40
yeah,
and a
yeah.
60.
Okay. 95. No.
Hmm.
You don't find one.
Try and set the
Is
high
there anything
score on
unusual
that.
about the poster, like behind it, things like that? If I care
No,
to.
it's just concrete
Oh.
behind it.
I do have a quarter, so I'll
All right.
slide that in and start playing.
As you're doing that, I kind of tap the picture with the of the cop taking the branch to the stomach.
Mhm.
Little less descriptive than I'd like, but can't have everything. A good idea though.
So we all need the snitch to step out.
Done what really is a snitch among us. I think coming out is the last thing they want to be doing.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
As soon as they reveal themselves, they would promptly get a bullet between the eyes anyway.
Oh
It's a
no,
waiting game.
Hey, Red. You're new. This is how this goes. I get to have some fun first.
What's your record?
What the
Mine
fuck
was
are you
within
talking
the last
about?
7 days. It's amazing what you can do with enough hydration.
Is there anybody?
And pliers.
I'm gonna look out the
pliers.
window.
They're
by the way.
great.
Nobody's
God.
coming.
Mr.
Right?
Beige, you're going up onto the scaffolding again.
Oh yeah, I was gonna climb back up there
All right.
in spite of everything.
All right. You climb back up there and you look out the windows.
I don't see
Eh.
any football players first though,
You
right?
don't see any football players, and you're
Okay,
probably really on edge,
Yeah, a little bit.
almost literally. Do a spot hidden for me.
That's a pass, barely.
All right. Something has changed outside. Something hasn't changed, but something has changed. The shadows on the other buildings around you seem to have changed, but it's still, it's just been about an hour or so since you guys got here.
All right, so it's
Something's
like
weird with
it almost
the light.
seems like like lights coming from somewhere else that isn't the sun. Or is
Maybe.
it darker.
No, it's not darker. In fact, it's brighter now. It's in the middle of the day, but
Okay.
I don't know. Something might not be the shadows. It might be something else, but something just seems weird.
Do I have my watch? Like, what time is it? Like,
Sure. Yeah, it's probably about 11:30.
okay. So I'm not.
going on noon.
I just see the shadows, and I don't really point anything out. I guess unless. I mean, it sounds weird to mention to everybody, right?
Right. Yeah. You don't have to mention it.
I guess I'll just keep an eye on it. Well, I'll just like look outside more now.
Okay.
Just to keep sentry.
Have you guys come up with some other way to get those boxes open, or you can't
Anybody
find
got a knife or something?
Couldn't
Yeah.
find a hammer.
There must be something, a screwdriver, a knife.
I mean, I've got a switchblade. Wait a minute. Actually,
Would there be tire irons?
Yeah, probably those would be in
I'm
back.
walking to the hind part of the warehouse. There's something, and check the fire exit while I'm there.
Okay, so you're going all the way into the other part?
Yeah.
All right, you walk back there. There's mostly pallets stuck up. There is a pile of something underneath a tarp. You don't really know what it is. And you go to the fire exit. There is something on the fire exit that says alarm will sound if door is opened.
Yeah, hope that's true. But I don't want to try it out. Okay, so we'll leave that, and I'll go.
There's a fire extinguisher there as well.
Okay.
Should do a luck roll for me.
Yep, pass.
Pass. There's a fire axe there too.
Ah, I'm taking that.
Okay.
What you got there? Hey.
An opener.
Open away.
Nice.
Right ahead.
I'm not gonna. I'm not
might-
trying to smash the boxes.
You might want to like neatly pry the nails.
You're
Yeah.
gonna wedge the blade in and then pry it.
Yeah.
For the record,
Exactly.
I never got my hands on those boxes.
All right. Do a strength roll for me.
By the way, Paige, do you know what's actually in these boxes? You seem to care about them a lot.
Me?
No, definitely
Me?
not.
I'm just gonna
I
say it means you're gonna struggle with it for
No, I mean I was just helping out,
Oh.
Mr. Black and you open the boxes, and we need,
Yeah, because
I
you
know
were very
nothing. I
precious
have-
about the boxes.
me. I don't really care about the boxes. I care what's in them, but I
Oh.
also care about our employer, and I don't want to screw him by opening his presents before he gets here. That's just
Yeah,
my
a peek
opinion.
won't hurt.
Sure. All right.
all
I
right.
mean,
So okay, go
you're the
ahead.
boss, Mr. Black.
Mr. Purple manages to pry the things. They're nailed shut pretty well with a lot of nails. So it's taking. He's struggling with it, but he's managing to get it open. The first one opens up. The nails are rather, it's almost like an animal's jaws with all these nails in it.
Jeez.
Inside, there's a lot of what's it called, Excelsior, like the crumpled up paper strips as cushioning. And there's something wrapped inside in the middle. It's about 2 foot across. And in one direction, it's perfectly circular. In the other, it's thin on the edges and fat in the middle, like a couple of bowls stuck together, but it's wrapped up in newspapers.
The fuck
tape,
is that?
so-
A sculpture?
Fuck is
And it's
nice.
very heavy. I mean, it's not incredibly heavy, but it weighs a good 15, 20 pounds.
Does it feel like hard, or does it feel like kind of
Feels extremely hard. Like no give to it at all.
Some kind of art.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let's see what else is in the other three.
Some nutty art job. Here, somebody else does do this.
That can't be right. If there were so many cops on us just for this, that doesn't make sense.
Well, cops
Well,
were
this
on us
art
'cause,
shit it can be very valuable.
Yeah, art can you can get a lot of money with art. Purple, get the others open.
All
Keep
right.
in mind that cops can be bought.
Who was a muscle man?
The second one that you opened, it has something that it's concave. It's also wrapped up in newspaper. But the best guess is you would think that it was some sort of a mask. It's about that size. But like I say, everything is wrapped up in newspapers, like for shipping to make sure it doesn't get damaged.
All right. So first of all, we got an art piece, and now we've got what? Some artifact?
So what I'm thinking is, if we need to bolt, this makes it easier. We don't need to lug 4 giant crates. These are tiny.
True.
Yeah.
But we also really don't want to leave that much evidence behind.
Do we?
What,
And
boxes?
I mean, we touched them, didn't we?
No, we're wearing gloves. We're professionals.
Matter, just burn them. I don't care. Burn the whole place down.
if it comes to it. And hey, good. Here's the question: we got a bolt. Should the loot all be in one place?
Nah,
Easy to lose.
divide it, split it. We have 2 cars. All right,
Great.
3.
Well, I mean, we could split 2 of the boxes between one of the cars and between the van. That's fine.
Well, let's see what's in the other two, because if it's tiny, then glove compartment.
True.
Somebody else does this. Yeah, I'm ruining my nails. I'm
Beige.
holding the axe
Ash.
to Black.
I'm gonna hand the axe
Oh
to
my-
Beige.
Oh
And
my!
you throw it up to me
Come
on the
on, Beige, you're a
scaffolding.
big boy.
Ah,
Question
you shouldn't
number
throw these.
question number 1. What did you do with the thing that's wrapped up? I mean, you're not all just standing there holding these things in your hands.
Well, no.
I put it back, maybe.
I
We'll put
haven't
it back
actually.
into.
Yeah, I figured we put them back.
They're currently just sitting in the boxes. They haven't been unwrapped or anything, and I haven't touched any of them.
I'm still playing Pac-Man. I'm just talking.
Okay. You're not interested.
You don't have that many quarters, buddy. Yeah.
Me.
I'm really good at the game.
Hey, what's
Me
Mr.
in
Gray
real
doing?
life.
Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray has been standing over near the door with his back to the wall, watching you all, a little book in his hand, and he has been making notes.
What?
You the rat?
What the fuck
I
are you
know,
doing
Rat.
there, man?
None of your goddamn business.
What do you mean, not of my goddamn business? What
None
are
of
you
your
writing
damn
there?
business. None of your fucking business.
I'm pulling out my gun. Show me what you're writing there,
I'm
you
gonna
asshole.
show
Come on. There's no need for that. Gray, let's, don't make anyone suspicious. What's going on here?
By the
Knowledge,
way,
come on.
who's Gray?
What's he writing in that book?
Question to the keeper. Who's Gray?
Yeah, we don't have memos for Gray.
Gray's Mr. Gray. He was in the van with you.
Where did he come? Was he with us on the meeting?
Look, if
always
you want
been.
to know,
White was.
Whose car was he in? He was
if-
in our car.
if
No,
you
he was
want to
in the
have
van.
a,
He was in the car.
No, there was
He
only
he was
only
in the van.
people in our car. No, there was only 3 people in the van. I was in
Does
the back
anyone
of the van.
remember this fucking guy?
No, he
It was
opened the
He's always
door,
been here.
Probably.
No, it was only Silver. It was only you, me in the back, and then
I was in my own car. Beige.
wait, who was in the van?
Me.
I guess
Mr. Gray, right?
Us too.
okay. I guess it was Mr. Purple and Mr.
Mr.
Beige.
Purple, would you
we
like
were
to
in
have
the
a
van.
conversation then?
Who the fuck are you?
Let's not get distracted. Yes, who are you?
Here, I'm holding my gun into his face. Who the fuck are you? Where are you from?
There's no need
what
for
are you
that,
doing?
Purple. We have, so many people. Let's put the
You
gun down.
understand? You understand there is a level of security going on here. Why don't you come with me for a moment and we'll have a talk?
I'm not coming with you anywhere.
Just right over there in the
Who-
other part of the warehouse.
Who the fuck are you?
I'll answer your questions, but you got to come with me.
Does any one of us remember who this guy is?
Been here. He was at the meeting with us 2 weeks ago. He's
He was?
here now.
I don't remember this Mr. Gray at all.
Well, I guess you're just stupid.
I kind of remember him, but I didn't think he came with us. But Silver, I thought you were driving the van. Huh?
What? No, I've been driving my own car. I wasn't driving the van.
Who was driving the van? Was he
Purple.
driving
I
the
was
van?
driving a van.
So first there is a football player, and then a baby,
I'm grabbing this.
and
I'm
then a
grabbing the
man.
fucking book.
Some of us don't remember.
All right, he's not going to let you take the buck out of his hands. And he says, look, I can explain it to you. Come with me. And he starts walking over towards the other part of the warehouse.
Okay, I'm not putting my gun away. I'm coming with him.
All right. So they're going to go. You see that there's a petition that sort of divides the two parts of the warehouse. He's going to go around behind the petition, and Mr. Purple can follow him over there. Now, what I would like, Mr. Purple. Let's see how I want to do this. I would like Mr. Purple to remove his earphones, and I will give you a thumbs up when you can come back.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. All right. The two of them are going to go into the other room, and I'm going to put my hand over my mouth so that he can't see what I'm saying, just in case. There never was a Mr. Gray. The name has never come up. You've never seen this man before. In fact, you don't see him now. Mr. Purple has been acting very strangely today. He has the little book, and he's been making little notes in it. And now he's wandered into the other room, talking to himself rather agitatedly, and he's in there blathering on and on.
You know, if
Okay.
any one of us is the rat, it's probably him.
So when he
realize this,
comes,
right?
so when he comes back, you guys don't tell him. I mean, you guys don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Well, why don't we, make it easy, just firing squad him as he walks around the corner?
Well, you have no
Don't be so
reason to.
hasty.
Oh, if he's the
That's-
rat, right?
Well, we
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
you don't know that
that.
he's the rat.
He might
Mhm.
just be having a mental breakdown. Or
I'm not saying that he's the rat. I'm saying that he's nuts.
The guy's
Right.
saying
Okay.
not a rat.
Yeah,
All right.
there's,
One is someone
there's
who fell
crazy-
down. Yeah.
All right.
I
You'll
don't-
see the scene. You'll see the scene as it plays out, because I'll do it
Okay.
with you guys can listen. Just don't say
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. So Mr. Purple, you and Mr. Gray go around the corner, and he says, we have to keep records of all of your how well you're doing in your job.
What the fuck do you mean you have to keep records? Who the fuck are you?
All right. Well, all right. I'm lying to you. I'm not keeping records. I'm
Okay, you got about 10 seconds before I'm gonna pop you.
I write poetry too. Here, and he hands you the book, and this is what you see in the book.
An explanation. Across the sea is power. He looks like you and me. He can turn into a woman, a boy, an old man, the postman at will. Detectives have tried to capture him for years. Once he disappeared in their midst, looking like a cop he had just murdered. Remember that he kills whenever he feels victorious, threatened, or hungry. And now we go. Will you go? Will you go along with me? The ship is waiting. There's a room for you. There's a room for you there where you can rest and recover. You will be judged on your performance to see if they can use you better. This has been a kind of trial, the trial you might not face. It depends on if you can bring the goods. Do you have what it takes? I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragged themselves through the dark streets at dawn. Is this the end of all? That primal force which in its changes being still the same, from eyeless chaos cleft its upwards course, through ravenous seas and whirling rocks on flame, till the sun met in heaven and began their cycles, and the morning stars sang Carcosa. Round and round the scholars go, and they cannot find a single fish. Blub, blub, as they drown. In a baby's cry is their meaning to is all. No. What the fuck is this?
When you look up, Mr. Gray has vanished.
Do I still hold the book?
You have the book in your hand.
Where am I standing? Behind the partition?
Yeah, just slightly behind the partition.
What the fuck? Where did the idiot go?
What are you
idiot?
blabbering on
Idiot.
about, Purple?
Finally got a
I'm
grip on
stepping around
reality there,
the
bud?
corner. Where did he go? He handed me this fucking book. Here, look.
You've been writing in that book all day.
Purple. You've been
what's
writing.
Well, I was just reading this fucking page he showed me, and then he was gone.
He was
What-
never
what's
here,
in that
Purple.
book?
Who are you
What?
talking about?
He
You've
was
been writing in that
never
book all
here.
day.
Who?
You.
Purple.
You've always
I
been
was
good.
writing it. You're shitting me.
You've been scribbling the entire day, my friend.
Purple.
You've
I
been
shit
sitting in the
you not,
corner.
you've been writing
You've been
that all day.
quiet
when we were in the
taking
van,
notes.
Mr. Purple, you had that in the van before we went to
What-
the heist. You had
What
that.
are you talking about?
You were
Open
drawing.
it.
I don't
Your
write
handwriting,
fucking
probably.
stories.
It's probably your handwriting. Open it.
Hell, we almost missed
What
the
the hell is
turn
in it?
because you were drawing in it when we were waiting for the light. Remember?
Do you hand it to anybody?
I just threw it in that direction.
So it
I'm gonna
slides
go and
across
pick
the
it
floor.
up
All right.
with
Mr.
my bloody
Green,
hand.
You pick the book up and you open it and you look inside, and this is what you see.
So all I see purple is gibberish. Something about a boy, a ship,
This is some advanced
some
theories
gibberish.
you got.
Can
here,
anyone
bud.
make sense of this? And I pass the book around or show it to them,
It's
and
just
it's all just
I'm
gibberish.
It's
I'm looking
just
at it from the
scribbles.
scaffolding, and I'm like,
The fuck?
Congratulations, you have a first grade level of handwriting.
You've really outdone yourself, Purple.
Purple. What's going on?
it's like a Baroque.
I show it to purple.
it's just gibberish.
And scribbles. I mean, you were never much of a writer, but
I'm not a fucking writer.
Clearly,
Well,
clearly, yeah.
And you want to tell me that? Who was this fucking guy?
There
What
was
guy?
What
no
guy?
there is no guy.
you just start
Who's
mumbling. You
who's the
ran to
next one
yourself.
standing to me?
We've got Mr. Red, Mr. Silver, Mr. Beige, Mr.
No,
Green.
keep it.
Mr. Beige is up on the scaffold.
Yeah,
So
Mr. Green is.
Yeah,
holding the
but
book.
who's
they're
the
all
nearest to
they're
me?
all pretty close. You can take your pick.
Okay, I have my gun lowered,
Okay.
All right.
and
Now purple. Do you want your book back?
I don't want this shit book. Who said that?
Green?
What's that?
okay.
Mr. Green.
Yeah, I said
So
that.
I'm raising my gun and aiming at Mr. Green. Either you gonna fucking tell me what is going on here.
I'm gonna
I'm
raise my
drawing-
gun and
you
aim
got
at
to
Mr.
take one
Pointing-
in
if
the
he's
face.
pointing his
Whoa,
gun,
whoa.
I'm pointing my gun at him.
Whoa!
Hold, purple, hold.
Jesus Christ!
Everyone do a
Yes.
listen roll.
Fail.
Pass.
Success.
Hard.
Regular.
Should I
Fail.
spend points on to make it extreme?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
But you raise your hands if you heard something.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Purple, Mr. Red, and Mr. Green are kind of in the
Right, brother.
right. So you guys are not paying attention to anything else. Mr. Beige and Mr. Black, you hear an odd noise, and you look over at Mr. Silver, and he's got this sort of shitty grin on his face. There is a muffled, odd noise coming from the trunk of his car.
Well, you said I definitely kind of grin a bit. When you know it's about time I get my toolbox out anyway.
Remember,
Hey,
this is
Black.
still going on in front of
Yeah.
you.
Hey, Black, you remember about the poster about killing a cop? Well,
Yep.
looks like someone really had an idea for me. I saunter over to my car, kick open the trunk, and sitting next to my toolbox is a bound, gagged, and unconscious cop.
He's not unconscious.
Oh,
He's woken up, and that's what's
Okay.
making the noise. He's
What,
What
the
the-
fuck? You brought a cop?
I'm still aiming at Green, but
Yeah. Now
looking
he's
over.
seen our faces.
Not,
He's
not
gotta
the
go.
time, Mr. Silver. Not the time.
What the hell is going
Tom.
on here?
Tom, I have a question. How
Mr.
far away
Purple?
how far away am I from Mr. Purple?
I'd say you're not more than 10 feet.
Let's
They're all
just calm
fairly close
down
to one
and let's
another.
all
The
put
same
the
thing,
guns
Rash.
down.
Purple.
Listen, We're all professionals here. It's
Wow.
kinda-
That's what I thought, but this is not professional. Silver, what the hell? Why do you
Yeah.
keep a cop in your car?
So the opportunity, took it. And we're going to be here a while. Might
Wait,
as well have some
this
fun.
ain't candy, it's a cop.
What the fuck do you plan on doing with him?
That's
Just
a bad.
killing him?
This is a bad idea because in my experience, when you kill cops, they just send more cops. That's what happens.
You're
Oh,
not
there-
firing a fucking gun in here.
I'm not firing a gun. Oh no, that's too fast.
Ugh.
Like I said, you don't know. Pliers are fun.
Oh,
You know,
geez,
Mr.
maybe
Purple, I think you'd be saving us a big favor by just lowering your gun so I can aim this at somebody else.
everyone
Let's
should lower
calm
their
down.
guns.
Purple, I'm gonna drop the book. Calm down.
You
I'm
drop the
lowering my
book and it
gun.
makes a bang sound.
I'm lowering my gun.
I'm lowering my
This is
gun.
This is fucking crazy.
Tell
Silver,
me about
what
it.
is
So in the
wrong
back
with
of
you?
Mr. Silver's car is a policeman, obviously, probably from the shootout. He has been obviously beaten about the face, tied up, gagged, and thrown into the back of.
Is he
Mr.
blindfolded or
Silver's
can he see us?
Well, he's not blindfolded, but he's
Are we far
pretty
enough
bloody. He's
away
got a
from
big
him?
old black eye where Silver probably punched him. You guys do remember that there was a while when you didn't see Mr. Silver. He
Okay.
gone around a corner and grabbed himself a toy to play with.
All right.
We can't
So
just
I'm
let him
gonna
go
stay
now.
as far away as I can. Silver,
I'm-
play with your toy, but make sure.
I'm going up to Mr. Beige back
Yeah.
on the scaffolding.
Make,
Oh, trust me, I will.
I step like a good foot away from Mr. Red as he comes up on the scaffolding.
Give me continue. I've got to check something really quick in the story.
I'm gonna try and speak quietly enough that I only Beige could reasonably hear me and say, "Listen, kid, we can't trust Purple or Silver. They're both fucking nuts."
I mean, I'm probably gonna talk quietly too, and I'm just gonna like murmur that Purple's obviously kind of gone off the deep end, and I don't know what Mr. Silver's thinking with this. This is how you want to get caught. This is how you get caught. This
I wanna
right
be as
here
far
is
as
how it all
away.
falls apart. This is
I wanna
right
be-
now how it falls apart.
As far away from where the fuck those two are doing. So I'm gonna be up here.
so
Well,
Silver, make sure we
that's
need
fair.
somewhere soundproof and,
And I hand
probably want to change
Mr.
your
Red
clothes.
the
Oh,
fire axe that
I've
was
got
thrown
that
at me.
stuff
All right.
in the car. Trust me, this ain't my first pig roast.
Silver, you are one sick puppy. Maybe you can find out who the rat is.
Oh, I intend to.
I don't
But,
think all cops know other cops. It's not like they have But this one might. This one might.
I go back into my car and sort of rustling around in the back. You guys see me pull out what looks like a duffel bag. I open it and think of like mechanics coveralls. I do have to shuck my jacket to get into them though. Keep my gloves on. All right.
Mr. Green, you got the message. Mr. Oh,
Yep, got it.
Jesus Christ.
So Silver, just make sure it's soundproof wherever you're taking this guy. You don't want him yelling and attracting attention.
Well, problem is you can't really soundproof this place, but let's see. Well, there is. Well, no, I can't tear his vocal cords out from the outside. That's a little too deep.
you could-
But
The
What about the bathroom? How
the bathroom,
How
that's-
quiet is that?
It's probably a lot quieter than everything else in this place. Like the main warehouse will echo.
yeah, okay, yeah, probably
Yeah.
either bathroom or what about the? I'm going nowhere near the kitchen, but what about the office? That's a little bit more spacious.
I mean, you could always just gag him. It sounds like
Yeah.
it's
Go
your
take
first
him
time,
there
Silver.
before.
Get him
Yeah, a little
somewhere
bit.
quiet, somewhere contained. I say bathroom or office, like you guys said.
All right. Well,
You guys are all nuts.
he's already gagged, by the way. So I start after I go over to the trunk, grab the toolbox, grab the back of the the back of the bindings that he's got. Come on.
I'm gonna go along and play.
Playtime.
Silver, I'm coming along and playing. So I
Oh,
follow
really?
Silver.
I'm gonna stay out here with Mr. Purple.
Yeah, I was gonna keep watch. Like, has the shadow changed, by the way, as Mr. Silver hauls off an unfortunate guest?
Are you still up there?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
I'm not really leaving.
I
am-
Crazy shit
I am
going
as well.
down on the
Yeah,
ground
you
floor.
think that it looks like it's probably late afternoon.
But like the
What?
weird shadows I saw before. haven't-
Yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
shadows now look like it's late afternoon. Your clock still says it's only like 1 o'clock.
Okay. Huh. And this is
All right,
odd.
so
Well,
Mr.
I'm going back to the other side of the warehouse and checking everywhere for this Mr. Gray guy. I'm looking
I'm gonna follow him just to make
under
sure.
the tarp and between the pallets and everything.
All right,
So as I'm hauling my cargo into the office, I kind of glance back and look over at Green because I'm like, didn't think you'd have the stomach for this sort of thing.
Again, I don't have a stomach for violence. Art, I have a stomach for.
And the height.
all right. So Mr. Green and Mr. Silver, you drag him into the bathroom. I'd like you both to do
Office.
into the office. Okay. The office is pretty much cleared out. There's old broken furniture and stuff in there. But all paperwork is gone. There's nothing like paper or anything in there. There's a couple of chairs. So what are you going to do?
Obviously, cargo gets plunked into one of the chairs because I've got to put him somewhere. Put down toolbox, open it, start to sort through things. What do I want to use? I mean, obviously pliers are a good bet, but obviously there's gonna be other things too.
Mr. Green?
So as Silver's doing that, I'm gonna walk up to the cop
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go and it's not gag or gag.
Gagged.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gagged.
So
He
I'm
looks
saying-
up into your eyes like, with that sort of pleading look in his eyes.
I'm sorry, my friend. Looks like you got into the wrong business. However, we might be able to make it a bit easier for you if you can help tell us who is the rat in our group. You do that, my friend here will go easy. You're still gonna die, but you know what? It might not hurt us much. Silver, come on, I think it's worth it.
I
You lose
sure-
a bit of fun with the pig, but you get more fun with the rat. What do you like more, pigs or rats?
Honestly, either way they're fucking terrible. But you know what? Sure, whatever.
So I'm gonna try to persuade or intimidate, whatever is easier, the cop and go, do we have an understanding?
Mr. Silver, do a spot hidden.
Oh, my spot hidden sucks. Yeah, I failed.
Okay. You're getting impatient. Mr. Green, the guy looks like he's in shock. He's been battered around the head. He keeps blinking at you, but he's not saying anything. He looks like he's in terror.
Smack him around or like tap him on the side of the head with my butt of my gun. Come on,
Okay.
buddy. You ready to talk? Come on, nod. Yes, blink. Tell us who the rat is. We'll end it quick. You know this is the best deal you get.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm still up on the scaffolding, taking point, trying to keep myself relatively isolated. I mean, I imagine Beige is the one that's closest to me.
I mean, I'm up there with it. Also just kind of looking out the windows, checking down on Mr. Purple and Mr. Black, and trying to ignore the atrocity war crimes in the other room.
You can see Mr. Purple and Mr. Black walking around looking at stuff. Mr. Purple and Mr. Black, where in the you're walking around in the back part of the warehouse?
Yeah, where the tarp is and everything.
Okay.
I'm lifting it, looking if that guy's under there.
I'm humoring Mr. Purple. Like, oh, Mr. Gray?
You lift the tarp, and there is a car underneath it. You pull it off, with a flourish and throw it to the side. There's a car. Both of you do power rolls.
Bill.
Extreme.
Excellent. And you failed, Mr.
Yes.
Black? All right. Mr. Black, as you're standing there, you suddenly see Mr. Purple lean down and go like this. Mr. Purple, there's a teenage boy sitting behind the wheel in the front seat, and he suddenly looks over at you like with a start, like, what the fuck?
What?
So once again, Mr. Purple jumps back like he's seen a ghost, and Mr. Black, you don't see anything.
No, you found Mr. Gray?
I'm gripping the door handle and try to yank the door open.
There's no one in there, Mr. Purple.
It's not locked. And when the door opens, there's nothing inside.
What? There was a fucking teenage bot. What is going on here?
Look, I don't know what you're into, but we gotta you're losing it.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Yep, you got it. As long as you don't go spouting out any more nonsense about Mr. Gray or teenage boys.
I'm gonna try to smash the butt of my gun into his nose.
Okay,
It's
that's
Mr.
a dodge,
Black's
right?
nose. Okay, yeah, that's a dodge. That's a physical attack.
Understandable.
Oh, fighting brawl.
I missed.
Good at this.
I failed.
Oh, 3.
Wow.
That's a fucking extreme.
Wow. Okay. The butt of your gun right into Mr. Black's face. I would say that's at least. Let's see, where's my thing? I'd say that's probably going to deal 1d. I'm going to say a 1d8. That's like hitting. It's like hitting him. You're hitting him right in the face with a club.
Okay.
So roll for
your damage.
Hey, you might knock me out. Well, you better.
It's plus damage bonus.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's 5 points.
oh crap.
How's that do for you, Mr. Black?
Mother. I'm still up. That's not half my health.
All right, you're still up. What do you do now? It's your turn.
I am not restrained. I am going to sucker punch him.
All right. You're going to sucker punch him. What are you going to do, Mr. Purple? Are you going to try to hit him again, or are you going to try to dodge?
I'm trying to jump back and dodge.
Okay, I got an extreme.
I should have tried to
Oh, it's
fight
max,
back.
isn't it?
I'm better at that. Oh no,
Ooh.
that's a fail.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm going to make it equal. Go ahead and do him a 1d8 with damage bonus too.
Yeesh.
I don't have damage.
Mr. Red and Mr. Page, you're watching this
I'm just watching this
fist fight suddenly breaking out.
6.
Oh no.
I'm just watching
Oh,
it.
crap.
See,
Six.
Mr. Page, this is why I'm up here.
I'm gonna
6
shout,
points, Mr. Purple.
I'm gonna shout to Mr. Green and Mr. Silver, like, guys, there's a fight. I'm not climbing down into that though.
No, we're just staying
We're
up here.
busy.
I'm good.
So now it's Mr. Green's turn. What are you going to do in retaliation?
Mr. Green or Mr. Purple?
Purple or
I'm sorry, Mr. Purple.
Yeah, but huh?
But I guess
Sorry.
the black one, it's a big guy, so I guess that sent me sprawling to the ground.
Yeah.
You got a gun.
Yeah, I'm aiming at him.
All right, I'm aiming at him.
Keep
All right.
the fuck off me.
Do we hear any of this? Are they screaming or like what the?
By the way,
Yeah,
if they
I
get
mean,
their-
there's-
if-
called for you guys.
You're hearing fight,
Green,
fight,
Mr.
fight,
Green,
if
fight.
they've got
There's
if
a
they get their
fight.
guns out, I'm gonna get my
Green,
sniper rifle.
Go
out.
see what's going
Fuck.
on.
Just when we're about to have fun.
God
What the hell?
damn it!
We need to find the rat. Don't kill him. We need to find the rat from him, Silver. All right, I'm
Not
going to
kill
open the
him.
door.
Mr. Green, Mr. Green, they're fighting. Come
What
on.
the hell?
We've
All right,
got
so
our
I'm
guns
opening the
pointed
door.
at each other, and
All right,
Where's Mr. Silver? We gotta break him up.
Yeah. All right, Silver, come help me pick
I've
them up.
got
I have
the
a bloody arm
sniper
here.
rifle on them as
Oh,
well.
and I'm gonna get my gun out and then start heading over.
I sort of stalk over there, like, I'll be back. I'll be back, pig. And then I stalk out, bringing my guns out.
Purple, you do that where I come from, you'd be fucking dead. I've got my gun pointed at him.
What the actual fuck is happening right now? I was about ready to have some fun, and you just killed it. So please, both of you,
Are you
Start
all kind
explaining.
of on that side of the room now?
I mean, I'm on the other side with my sniper aiming at it. Is the thing.
Okay.
Keep an eye on all of them. I'm gonna get the cop. We're gonna find the rat right now.
As you are all pointing in that direction, everybody do a listen roll.
Uh-oh. Nope.
17. Finally.
93.
Hard
David.
success.
You know what? I'm gonna spend.
25.
I'm gonna spend
25.
15 luck
All right.
and pass.
100.
You all of a sudden hear a voice. You don't recognize it, but it's coming back from the other end of the room, and it sounds like an old man's voice. And as you turn, you see there's an old man there, and he's actually got one of those old walkers. And he yells something like, "What a bunch of fucking pussies." And he walks into the bathroom.
Did anyone else just see that?
Yeah.
I'm going down to the
Alright, this is
bathroom.
Yeah.
weird.
That guy.
All right.
Truth?
All right,
So-
I'm gonna help him up.
Red's heading for the
Bruce.
bathroom.
All right.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Stay here. I'm gonna get the cop. We need to find out who the rat is. All of you are here. So I'm gonna go in, grab the cop, and then drag him out.
Wait. Hold on. You were the one who said we wanted soundproofing.
Yes, but we are going to take care of the cop quick and then take care of the rat slow, remember. The rat deserves it a lot more than the pig.
I'm gonna check out where this old man went because
All right. Oh, well, did you also say you were heading for the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
So you
anybody-
got to come down the
nobody pulled up,
scaffold to get over there. Black probably gets there first.
Yeah.
Black, you step into the restroom and you saw what it looks like before. There's nobody in the restroom, but do a power roll.
Fail.
All right, you failed. Excellent. Okay. So you're standing there for a moment and you now see how ridiculous this bathroom is. There's graffiti and stuff everywhere. And your hand lands on the light switch. And it's one of those rocker switches. So when you hit it, what should happen is you turn the light off. But what happens is everything goes red.
A cop sleeps inside each of us. We must kill him.
And then with a blink of your eye, it goes back to normal.
All right. I really take that in. My nose is spewing out blood. My tracksuit, my favorite fucking tracksuit, it's soaked in blood.
And torn too, remember. You gave me
Oh,
a
yeah.
tourniquet.
All right. So you come out. You look kind of.
Oh no!
sheepish as
So as I go in, to grab the cop, I'm gonna pick up one of the many tools. I'm sure Silver has, like a scalpel or whatever.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to.
All right.
Sorry, I'm gonna cut the rope, hand him the gun, and go and say, "Use me as a hostage. Get the fuck out." If they're in the office, they can't see me.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
So the guy stands up and he puts the gun up to you and starts working his way out of the bathroom. You all suddenly see
Office.
Sorry, I keep saying bathroom.
And I'll scream, "The fuck, Silver! You idiot!
What the? Green, what's going on?
You left your fucking tools too close to the pig."
I made sure. Oh, fuck no, I didn't. This is not my first time.
So anyways, the guy's, gun to my head. I'm just going along.
Where does the cop have him? Like he's behind
the
him?
cop's behind him and has him. And he's the cop's been beaten up pretty badly. He's kind of, you can all do psychology rolls or.
My psychology's terrible.
I've got my my
hard
sniper
success.
rifle pointed on him, but I'm not doing anything.
I'll
It's
do
just
spot hidden at least.
I failed.
All right, you know what? I will spend the 2 luck to make the spot hidden success.
Okay.
Can
I
I
failed
counter
psychology.
persuade to have really good acting?
Well, therein lies the key. I think that you're all criminals enough that, I mean, you don't think there's acting going on. What you think is that the cop doesn't really have enough strength or stamina at this point. He's not holding the gun very well. He's obviously been injured already. There's probably going to be moments of opportunity.
Actually, I kind of pause a little bit as I'm looking at that.
This
Oh, Green, you fucking liar. I know my handiwork. This guy can barely stand the fuck up. You think he would manage to grab my stuff? Oh, fuck no. Boys, I point to Green. We've got ourselves a rat.
First purple and now silver. What the hell is going on here?
let's keep calm. If we fire any guns, cops will be
People,
here in
calm
minutes.
down. Come on.
Mr. Green, do a luck roll.
Oh.
There's a cop in all of us, and they have to die.
All right, 26 over 50.
What the hell was that, Mr. Black?
Okay, I rolled a 3.
Oh dear.
The cop panics and sort of pulls you to the side and starts shooting at everybody with the gun in his hand.
Oh,
What do you
shit.
guys do?
I'm going to try to...
Oh, if he
Hit
starts,
the
if he
deck!
starts shooting, I'm shooting the sniper rifle.
I'm
Alright.
jumping for cover.
He'll hit the deck to avoid getting shot, and then I'm shooting back.
So I'm just coming out of the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And the
Just turn around and go back. Yeah.
the-
I'll yell and say, they're all crazy.
I'm gonna hit the deck, but also
Yeah.
pull out my revolver just to kind of get in cover.
So, quick question: what if I'm firing my sniper rifle? Are there any modifiers to the die roll at this point?
You've been aiming. Who were you aiming at? Green or the cop?
The cop.
All right. Go ahead and do your firearms roll.
And there's a bonus die for aiming.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Okay, that turned a 95 into a 35. So, and that's a hard.
You fire the bullet. It goes right. Well, sniper rifle. How much damage does it do?
2d6 plus 4, which I
Yeah.
rolled as 14.
Yeah, you basically put a bullet between the cop's eyes. His head splatters on the back wall. He goes down. Mr. Purple falls to the ground.
Do I need to sanity
Green.
check? Not green.
I'm sorry, Mr. Green falls to the ground.
Do I need to sanity
oh.
check a hit just blew up next to me? Or?
Sure.
Okay. of 003, so I'm okay.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm like,
Just take a point of
Crap.
damage. Bullets are flying. What are you guys all doing?
I'm staying down and ducking.
I've got my guns out and I'm pointing them at Green. Because, again, I know my work. No fucking way that cop was able to grab any of my stuff.
Reloading.
I'm in the bathroom.
I'm moving over to a little closer to Green. I'm aiming at him. Silver, you're muted.
I'm staying on the ground, just,
Silver
Staying
got a
there.
point.
what are you guys talking about?
This fucking cop didn't have the strength. He was leaning on you, not holding you.
Again, that doesn't seem like my problem when I have a fucking gun next to my head now, does it?
And you want to tell me that he could wrestle your gun from you?
How did he get the gun?
Say what?
How did he get the gun? Who had
Yeah.
gun? Did you leave
How
a gun around?
Did he get the gun? I sure as hell didn't leave mine there.
It was my gun.
So how did he
Then-
get it from you?
I went to grab him out. When I did, he jumped, grabbed my gun, and pointed at my
Jumped?
fucking head.
You saw
This
how badly
idiot
I
did-
concussed him?
Hmm?
I said, you guys saw how badly I concussed him. Shiner, bruises, all that. The dude could barely stand the fuck up.
Again, I don't know how good or bad he's doing. Adrenaline does weird things. All I know is I got a gun pointed to my head. Next thing I know, you guys are fucking shooting at everyone.
Do I remember where Green kept his gun? Like, did he have a shoulder holster or?
Well, oh no, I took it out because remember you guys were like shooting at each other or like,
Or
So
about
you-
to.
yeah, so
So
I had
you
it
had-
out. I had it out, yeah.
You had your gun in your hand, and that guy was able to wrestle it out of your hand.
After he said the cop cut through his bonds, which I didn't keep any of my stuff that close. I'm
All
not
I know
a fucking
is-
idiot.
I went to grab him. Next thing I know, he leaped up, got my gun, pointed at my head. So I don't know what the hell happened. You can go check the ropes. All I know is, 1, I got a gun pointed to my head. 2, I just got shot about half an hour ago. And 3, you are all acting very, very paranoid. You guys have been in this business, or at least Silver, you and I have been in this business long enough to know. This is the
Yeah.
kind of thing that gets us all killed.
But here's the problem, Green. Last job I did with you, remember why I bailed? Something felt fishy. Not the first time. And now
Did that
and
got
now another job with you has gone straight to hell, and there's all this going, and now suddenly this.
So
Does everybody
what?
still have their guns out pointed at
What?
each other?
mine is drawn
Definitely,
out.
I'm-
Yeah.
Well,
My
I'm
gun
still
is
up on
pointing
the
at Green.
I'm in the
scaffolding
bathroom
with
with my gun.
Right.
with my sniper rifle
What?
trained. I've gotten in a position where, like, if someone looked, it'd be kind of hard for them to tell whether I'm aiming it at green or purple.
Once is an instance, twice is a coincidence. 3 times Green, that's a
Mi-
pattern.
Mr.
So Silver, you think I somehow created a football player, a small child, and who knows what else, an old man.
I don't.
and This
Who the-
is calm
who
down,
the-
Silver.
Who the fuck says I'm talking about any of the supernatural shit?
But
I'm just talking
supernatural,
about
what are you talking
fishy-
about?
What?
Fishy job. The cops knew we were coming, and now a hostage situation that makes no sense. Green, give
Calm
it
down.
up.
You guys are getting way too nervous and paranoid. Like I said, this is how we get caught. Calm down, people.
They grab a mop, a garbage bag. For fuck's
Yes, let's
sake, he's
clean
bleeding
it
all
up.
over the warehouse.
I'm gonna go and, slowly pick up my gun, just so, these guys aren't getting a bit, trigger happy. And
So
then,
Mr. Green is going for his gun.
Very, very slowly.
No, you're
Again.
not. Stay
Gentlemen,
put, or I'll do it for you.
you'll get my gun for me? You were the one going in purple talking to yourself. And you just beat up Black. And now
I'm moving in between
Trying to-
him and his gun.
Yeah, think about this purple. You randomly went and attacked Black. Now Silver is accusing me of things. There is something very wrong here.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think I finally know what's wrong.
okay.
Snitch.
You
All
think
right,
a
hold on.
snitch made you beat Black up? How does that even work, Purple?
Mr. Red, do a power roll.
I think that is a regular pass.
Regular
Yep.
pass. All right. Something's going to happen. You all have your guns out. You're all except Mr. Green doesn't have
Yeah,
a gun.
I'm just
Right. Mr. Red has a sniper rifle trained on one of you. You're not sure exactly who. Mr. Red, as you are standing there, something with claws seems to drop onto you, onto your shoulders and head, and you fire accidentally. It's a cat, but you miss your target. The bullet hits somewhere between Mr. Purple and Mr. Green. I would like everybody to do power rolls to see if you guys don't just start firing when the gun
Oh, I
goes.
am in so much trouble right now.
Ah, hard success.
All right.
Success.
Pow. 49 over 50, and I don't even have a
But
gun, so I'm okay.
actually, I'm turning around and if I see any hint that was green, I'm firing.
I have no gun.
Did anybody fail?
No.
Power roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
beige.
yeah.
Beige failed.
Mr. Beige failed. Mr.
Yeah.
Beige.
I failed that
Beige
pretty
and
hard.
green failed, but
I
I
was
Oh,
I
no,
was
no.
gonna wait
Green
no,
for
didn't
Green
have a
that.
passed.
gun.
Green got 49 over 50.
okay, never mind. Sorry.
Mr.
Feel
Beige
bad.
is going to also fire his gun. Who were you pointing your gun at?
Probably at Mr. Green at this point, because
The guy with no gun on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you were going for your gun. I was like, hey.
Fair
oh,
enough.
come
Fair
on.
enough. Fair enough.
All
All
right.
right.
You were aiming, you were pointing it at him. He was laying there on the ground.
Yeah.
You can roll with a bonus dice
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh.
to
is
see if
it-
you hit him.
Okay. And it's a D10. This is great.
Oh my
Do I
god.
dodge or do I just?
I don't
You
think
weren't
can dodge
expecting it.
bullets.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting.
Nobody can dodge well, yeah.
Okay, so that's a pass, just a regular. But let's
Alright.
see.
Okay. And you know what kind of
Damage.
gun do you have?
It's a Colt 38 pistol.
So 1d10.
Ooh, and that's an 8. An 8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I am at -1. So
Okay.
yes.
So with your aiming, you put a bullet in Mr. Green's head, and
Oh.
along with the splatter of the cop, Mr. Green is
Yeah.
now splattered all over the place. Mr. Green, I am going to send you a message.
Okay.
When I turn around, I see Mr. Red with with the rifle in his hand.
At this point, I'm probably reloading.
Okay,
Red, what the fuck happened?
3 shots.
Red, hey, what happened?
A cat
fucking
fell on
shit.
me.
He
Wait,
fucking
Chad.
shot at me. I'm shooting back.
Yeah.
I was aiming for green.
Oh, he's shooting back. He's
I'm
rolling.
not arguing. I'm
There's
just
no
Whoa,
argument
whoa,
here.
whoa, 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 whoa. Purple. Hold on.
Shooting's
No.
already happened.
It's already happened. I declare.
Oh, fuck.
How
Sorry,
do you-
he fired. I just
How far away?
Bullets
is he
whiz
from
past me. He's right because I'm standing probably in front of Mr. Red if he's as far away as possible. Because I'm kind of been following you guys along the scaffolding at wherever you are.
Yeah, I mean that's the real question with this volley is that I'm on the scaffolding.
Yeah, and I probably just heard the bullet whiz by, and I just started firing.
Jesus
Then
Christ, kid.
So Purple's
Oh,
in
what?
the office right now?
No.
No,
we
Purple
were
was
all
always
in the main room.
out in the main room.
And I must have clear shot because he aimed at me.
So
Well, in my,
who is firing at who?
I'm firing at red.
All right.
I'm firing at Purple as I come out of the bathroom. 3 shots.
All right.
Because no one fucks with my tracksuit.
Those of you who are shooting, do your shots. Mr. Red, you are up on the scaffold a ways away. I will let you try to dive for cover.
Okay.
There's not really any
Nice.
cover.
No, it's
Like
just
laying down on your stomach is probably.
I'm not going to try to return fire because my my sniper is still doesn't have a bullet in it. I got a hard pass on. Oh, actually, that might not be a hard pass on dodge. That's just a regular pass.
I got a regular success on Mr. Purple firing 3 shots.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for damage. Oh, did you?
With multiple shots, negative die or?
Yeah, I did all with penalty die.
Yeah.
Right.
So 2 missed, 1 hit, regular success.
So wait, let's see.
But you're shooting Mr. Red first, so.
So wait, first one is a miss. Second one is with 2 penalty dice. That is 95. Where's my firearms? Nope. Missed as well.
I don't think you could have more than 2 penalty die.
Yeah. And the last one is in heart. Yeah.
All right.
So that
The
should
guns
hit him.
go off. The bullets fly, and nobody's hit. Nobody takes
Fuck.
any damage. No bullets ricochet off the walls.
Did I feel the bullet go into me?
Well, you were almost dead sure that it hit you somewhere in the center, but there's no blood.
What?
Pretty sure I shot Mr. Purple, but
The
I checked my
fuck?
gun. Is it loaded?
Yeah, your gun's loaded.
I sort of
What the
stalk over
fuck?
to Black. The fuck?
I looked at Mr. Green. Is he still dead?
Yep, he's laying there on the floor.
Damn.
Why did that?
What is Red? Why are you shooting at me? What?
I wasn't aiming at you.
He said a cat fell on him. Do I
cat.
see a cat?
Nope, no cat.
I'm taking.
Listen,
my,
you guys saw
my
that
magazine.
fucking baby. I saw a fucking cat.
Okay,
I'm taking
fair,
the magazine
fair.
out. There are bullets in my magazine. They look real.
Yeah, they look real.
I'm
Okay,
gonna reload
I'm
my
putting the
sniper.
magazine back in. And I'm shooting at the table.
You're gonna shoot at the
Hey, don't-
table?
Yeah.
Um,
Don't be making so much noise. What the hell?
you fire
You've
your
already
bullet
made
at
too
the
much
table,
noise.
and the bullet hits the table and leaves a mark, damages the table.
That's what I was looking for.
But we
What?
couldn't.
Fuck, Red! I hit you. I saw.
And you should be dead, Mr. Purple. I hit you.
Beige, can you do me a favor?
What? What's up?
Point your handgun directly to my head and pull the trigger.
I don't want to do that, Mr. Red.
Oh, I'm in favor of that.
My bullets seem to work, to be honest with you. So
Hey,
Mr.
Indulge
Green
him.
stayed dead. Y'all got divine intervention or something up in this Jesus shit.
Everyone,
come on, Paige, indulge him.
everyone do spot hidden as you guys are doing this. You catch something out of the corner of your eye.
Fail.
Ah.
Fail.
Ooh, fail.
You're too busy.
That is a hard
see.
pass.
I have a hard pass as well.
All right, beige and red. So all of this is going on. out of the corner of your eye, you notice something in the other part of the warehouse. And when you look over, there's this fellow sitting in a chair with his legs crossed. He's got rolled up, looks like a magazine or a piece of paper or something in his hand, and he's watching you guys.
I'm a little bit paranoid at this point, so I'm gonna point the sniper rifle at him and yell, "Who the fuck are you?"
Spin. Oh, Jesus. Pull out guns. Who the fuck are you?
It's Mr. Well, it doesn't look like Mr. Green, but it's him.
What the fuck?
Wait. Elias Meldrum. You don't. What's wrong with you people? Are you all here to talk to Mr. Gray for the script? I don't think I've seen any of you.
Script.
Wait, is this an independent? What? Is this an independent production?
What?
What are you talking about?
Fuck.
What?
You're supposed to be dead.
What?
I shot you.
Are we reading? Are we reading lines right now? What the?
There's no lines, buddy.
Up yours, asshole.
You don't know
I'm
me.
gonna shoot him.
No.
Elias Meldrum.
What's your name?
Elias who now?
Meldrum. International star, screenwriter, and producer. I
What's
won
your
the
name?
Oscars last year. Who are you people?
Who are?
What did you say your name was?
Meldrum.
Elias Meldrum.
Meldrum. Elias
Wait,
Robert Meldrum.
Wait a second.
What? I just talk over. Oh,
Elias
fuck no.
Robert Meldrum.
Of course. International star. What the? Where's
At which
Gray?
point? At which point I'm pointing my gun at you.
Oh, come on, stop playing with props. And just knock it around.
All right.
You,
Mr. Green, what the
Mr.
fuck?
What
Meldrum.
the fuck?
I would know damn well if I had a brother, and I don't.
Wait. What do you mean you had a brother? Silver, what's...
So, wait, what?
Robert Meldrum. That's me.
No, I'm
Yeah,
Mr. Robert Meldrum.
What?
This isn't in the script.
I'm
What the hell is
Roberto
wrong with you
Meldrum.
people?
I'm going to take out my own revolver and shoot myself.
It just clicks. It doesn't fire.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay, I'm out of
When
here.
Mr. Gray and Mr. King comes here, we're going to have a
I'm walking
conversation.
over to the roller door and open it.
You go over to the roller door and you start to pull it open. And in the first second, you realize something is odd because it's dark outside. And by the time you've rolled it all up, there's a gentleman standing on the outside of the door in yellow slickers. He looks like Mr. Gray. And he's like, "Oh, you boys ready to go?" The
Bang,
boat-
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, the gun doesn't do anything. Stop fooling around. Well, and he looks over and he goes, "Well, you weren't supposed to take it out of the van. I got a ferry. We can just drive the van onto the ferry with the
Great,
loot."
there you are.
What?
Do I know you?
You're my agent.
Well, I just got. You're supposed to get on the ferry, and we're supposed to go with the loot.
Well, let's do that then.
Load it up.
All right.
All right.
Up the loot.
What the fuck ever. Let's just
Yeah,
load
At
the
this
loot.
point,
get
yeah,
paid.
I'm just.
At this point, I don't even fucking care anymore.
I want to get out of here.
All right.
Is
So it takes-
Mr. Green's body still
So
there?
we're going to see Mr. King, right? He's coming when the ferry gets here.
You look on the ground, and Mr. Green's still lying there. The cop is still lying there. There's blood everywhere.
All right.
It takes
got-
you 10 minutes to reload the truck.
I'm not...
The van. Are you Well, you don't have to all get in the van. One of you needs to drive the van onto the ferry. The rest of you can just walk onto the ferry.
I'll drive the van on the ferry.
What ferry?
Well, they told you that there was going to be a ferry to take you across the bay.
They did say there was going
Yeah.
to be
Mr. King, of course.
It's fucking midnight.
No one here got the memo. Of course we're going. So I'm going to go and get in the car.
So you get in the car, you drive it onto the ferry. He loads you in, he lifts up the back of the ferry and gets on board. And apparently he's the captain. I mean, it's just one person, him. And he goes into the wheelhouse and starts. And the ferry starts out across the bay. And you can see the lights across the bay. And you see the guy, there's windows. You can see the guy into the wheelhouse. And he takes off his slicker and he puts on a sort of a white jacket. And he comes out of the wheelhouse and he walks back around to you. And he says, "So how do y'all feel?"
What?
What do you mean?
Very, very confused.
Bit
still-
tired from all that reading, but you know.
Feel like
You're,
a sack of bricks.
What?
Can you tell me what happened?
Beige, you cut out.
Can you tell me what happened to you?
Who
Worst
is
job
this
of my
guy?
life.
Okay. Who are
Beige,
you
you've
all?
still got no sound.
It looks like you're really confused.
I'm here for a script reading, so I don't know about these people.
What?
He says, "So you've forgotten everything already. We were making so much progress. Where do you think you are?"
Currently on a
Warehouse
ferry.
17 on a ferry. Well, leaving Warehouse 17 on a ferry
To see Mr. King.
to see Mr. Who?
Who is Mr. King?
I'm looking
He's
for a
the
Mr.
guy
White.
who wrote the damn script. What's wrong with you people?
What script?
This one.
It sounds to me like we're going to have to start all over.
Wait,
Robert.
What?
Come on.
Robert,
Yep.
this is the Peabody Psychiatric Institute for the Criminally Insane. You've been here for 3 months. You murdered your agent. You dissected him and nailed his internal organs to your wall. You were found screaming the same thing over and over again. Carcosa, Carcosa, I'm going to Carcosa. And that's the end of our story.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love
Mind
it.
blown.
That was so
Oh
fun.
my
We were-
god.
Oh my God.
Okay,
We're
okay.
just all figments of his imagination.
Yes, split personalities. Am I his sadism? Please tell me I'm his sadism.
Just all one guy, Robert Muldrow. Which you really threw me off when you changed his name to Elias. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh no, I misread. You said like same name as your last character. I jumbled it and made it same last name as your character. And I'm like, oh crap, throw in the middle name, throw in the middle name.
You saved it.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm so nervous running this every single time, because I'm afraid that somebody is going to blurt out that their real name is Robert Muldrum. And it's like, oh, that spoils the surprise. At the end. Robert Muldrum was given a script by Mr. Gray, his agent, to read through, and he really liked it. It was called Dockside Dogs. And he started to do background research into some of the ideas. And he ended up reading The King in Yellow and went stark raving mad and ended up killing his agent. And as I say, spreading his entrails all over the inside of his apartment. And he's been locked up for murdering him. And the doctors, Mr. Gray, have been trying very hard to get him to snap out of it. That's the game.
Wait, so was there a rat? Because I was trying to like do something.
Let's go through it.
Okay.
Mr. Beige.
His
Mr.
mic
Beige
is
was
dead.
an
His mic is gone. Yeah.
His
Mr.
mic
Beige.
died.
Mr. Beige was an undercover cop. So I
Aha.
was kind of,
Wow. He was
I
the
was
one I
kind
I
of,
kept asking. He was very precious about the car.
Beige and Black were the ones I trusted the most
Yeah.
at the rat
I was a little surprised that Beige didn't intervene when you guys were going to
Right.
torture and kill a cop. Robert has a different problem. You can tell him what your problem was.
He was my brother-in-law, so I had to save him or do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
His sister is married to a cop.
Yeah.
Oh, so
snap.
I grabbed your brother-in-law.
Yes. And I was like, either I put him out of his misery quickly or I get him out, letting you do whatever you do to him wasn't an option.
Is
so,
this working?
Yeah. It was that or
Yes,
popping
it
when
is.
we were alone.
Oh, cool.
There you go.
My microphone's dying. It seems.
Or rather, I grabbed your
Yes.
brother-in-law.
Well, you grabbed your brother-in-law in this case, since we're all
Right.
one person.
So one thing that went a little
You probably
differently.
really hated him subconsciously.
One thing that went a little differently, and I had to force it just a little. I had to toss the cat on your shoulder so you'd fire that gun. And I had to bring in a couple of people to walk through the room and say, you're all a bunch of pussies. Because it was fairly easy to get the other players to shoot at one another and kill it. Somebody has to die
Right.
to become that character. And
We almost.
you
It was a
guys
couple
were like,
times. We
I
reenacted.
want to
that
kill you,
scene.
but I ain't going to kill you.
We reenacted
Calm
that
down,
like
calm down. Whoa, whoa,
scene
whoa,
so
whoa.
many times.
I mean,
It was
at
good.
this point, like, I just didn't trust anybody except, for the most part, was isolated, just waiting for the right moment. But
Yeah.
So
In
basically,
the end, the person I trusted the most was the cop.
It was
And the
perfect.
guy that
I went up
killed
when,
me was
when
the
you said
cop.
I go up, like somebody told me to go up on
Yeah.
the scaffolding. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, of course, I'm getting the hell out of here.
And the cop was
Stay
the
up
one that
here, all
killed
this
me, too, so
bullshit
yeah.
going on down here. I don't want to be
I
a
did
part of
not
that.
trust
No, fuck
Purple or
that.
Silver one bit. They both sketched me the fuck out.
Yeah, you guys went
Well-
like Purple went nuts.
I was
Silver
never
was just
great.
creepy.
I was never
Silver was just creepy. Yeah,
Yeah, that was my thing.
Silver
creeping me
was a
out. I didn't
fucking
want to be down.
sadist. Yeah.
I didn't want to be down there either.
yeah.
Silver's the guy in the movie that cuts the guy's ear off and douses him
Yeah.
with gasoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was the Mr. Blonde analog. So
Yeah.
I was actually a pacifist. Like they're like, you do not like violence. Like don't. So I'm like, calm down, people.
Yeah, I was just
All
an
right.
undercover cop. It was just me.
Let me go ahead and finish up. We can talk about it afterwards. Our players included Sham Sabin, Alex Sun, Billy Chung, Jin Obertaz, Pascal Breitenfeld, and Dexter Yoakum, with yours truly as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games, learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.